Hardly a day goes by when we don't hear about a heroin overdose in Louisville. Now a bill has been proposed here in Kentucky allowing some people who witness an overdose to avoid charges if they immediately contact authorities. It's legislation many impacted by the drug want to see become law. WLKY's Corey Pippen joins us now live with more.
Steve, today we spoke to those who have seen the devastating effects of heroin firsthand and on loved ones. They tell me they think this bill would be a great start towards saving lives.
I never would have dreamed that, 2 or 3 years ago that we would be here talking about losing our son to a heroin overdose. But we are.
It's a loss Mike and Melissa Trouth feel deeply every day. The Trouths found out their 23-year-old son Jonathan had begun using heroin in December of 2012. By February of 2013, they say his addiction had spiraled out of control. Despite 30-day programs, Jonathan died of an overdose 8 months later. But had the person he was with that night gotten help, he might still be here. A new bill, if passed, hopes to fix that problem.
If this happens, then people won't have to be afraid to call 911 to get help, instead of like they did with our son, drop him off at the hospital and not even say that it was heroin.
The legislation would allow people who overdose on heroin or witness an overdose to avoid charges if they immediately seek help. Republican state lawmakers proposed it to combat the Commonwealth's growing heroin addiction problem.
I've lost a lot of friends over the past few years, due to the epidemic of heroin and opioids.
Tara Mosley struggled with heroin addiction, but got help and turned her life around. She supports the bill.
That fear is what drives a lot of people to run, and not stick around to help someone, and because self-preservation, and if we remove that fear, that's when they have a chance.
Still, they say spreading awareness and support is most important.
It's no longer about being imprisoned or taking away rights. It's about giving them an option for help and for a positive outlook.
And if we can help save another family from going through what we did, then we're going to do it, because that's what Jonathan would want us to do.
The bill, if it becomes law, would also stiffen penalties for heroin traffickers and spend more money on drug treatment programs. The Trouths and Mosley are part of the Stop Heroin Walking for Wellness nonprofit group. If you'd like to get involved, you can find that group on Facebook. In the studio, Corey Pippen, WLKY News.